Nation game on Sunday. Chicago had an emphatic win against Phoenix. Season, look at the starting lineups. Danielle Robinson playing the point and healthy again and looking like the Jewel Lloyd we're used to seeing, which is who has seen her numbers skyrocket this year. Sylvia Fowles.
She attacked the double team. You saw a little bit of sagging, but she was not hesitant.
Outside last year, Bird missing all of this year with a knee injury. And Canada has responded.
Dantes tonight, and it's not just about scoring. Dantes is a facilitator on the offensive end. She's an outstanding passer.
Jewel Lloyd hit. Robinson tried to get it back over, but Clark, who's a very good defensive player, picked it off. Lloyd, back-to-back threes, yes!
Overseas, that's where a lot of WNBA players are able to mature, get reps. Beautiful pass there by Jewel Lloyd.
They were not performing. Benjamin will come in at the next whistle. Russell! That's a little...
This is just a fantastic read, and Seattle's a team that likes to move on the offensive end when needed.
Averaged only about 5.5 minutes per game last year. Brianna Stewart out with the hurt Achilles. There's...
Shot will be important to Minnesota tonight because they have to create spacing for Sylvia Fowles. They did not do that in their last game against LA.
Dantes over the Defensive Player of the Year. Howard here went out with a bad ankle in the summer. Ended her season early. Jewel Lloyd in her last 7 games. She is back. Back-to-back for Dantes.
Dantes gave Minnesota another aspect of their offense, stretching the floor, and Minnesota is check, Pam. I don't blame her.
Like Benley, who just came in. Eurobasket. So she missed quite a few games this year. And they go again.
Not a lot of pressure on the pass there. And again, when the ball moves and when players move, slow to react there. Timmy Fek-Benley, she couldn't really see the basket.
Now Simone Augustus drives all the way and puts it in. Brown.
See the quicker rotation defensively by Clark to get out on Dantes.
And that was a Paris in the game. Both coaches using their benches in the first quarter. Underneath Lang in the league. Brown able to knife her way. Now on the other end, that quickly. Sammy Whitcomb over to Canada, left open, decided to drive. The ball did not get
right. Most of them not contested. And then 7 points off turnovers. And those are things that Minnesota can fix.
Askeda Lewis got hit! The Sparks, who are playing some really good basketball.
Man, how impressive was Chicago going on a huge run in the second.
And Sylvia Fowles just doesn't look like Syl right now. That's Syl.
She's in better shape now than she was earlier to start the season, even before the injury.
Dantes
player. The outside attack from the 3, the high post shot, and also down low.
Jewel Lloyd.
Heard that she would lead the charge, and it's been tough because of the injury.
Dantes, good rebounding guard. Askeda Lewis steps back and hits. Augustus. Minnesota not getting a lot of second chances when they do miss. Howard switches one. Augustus. Dantes chasing Howard, who found Russell. Fowles, rolls to the basket, meets Howard, is double teamed and still totally engaged in that team. And she wondered maybe it was the pressure that got to them. Tasha Howard now just 1 of 4 from the floor. Good catch by Collier.
Credits her assistant, Noelle Quinn, and another Bruin alumni with how she's
got quickness, she's got speed. She can turn the corner.
And do that.
How about that?
The knee injury this year, has missed the entire season. But Canada is a totally different player with the quickness.
Oh boy.
They have gotten nothing from their starting backcourt.
I mean, Odyssey Sims has definitely been stifled offensively.
Tonight, she had a season-high 30 points earlier this year against this same Seattle team. Howard with the fouls, guarded by Russell. Got some help from Lloyd, who almost got the turnover, but Fowles nicely turned away.
Lead that double team.
5-point game, and then a two-handed, looked like a...
You've got Natasha Howard, who was this year's Defensive Player of the Year, but Sylvia Fowles knows something about that award.
Remember, the Lynx were annoyed and angry, actually, that Fowles was not even on the first or... Alicia Clark, a very good defender herself, has not scored yet. Very unselfish basketball.
Are missing just leads you to the fact that Cheryl Reed and Dan Hughes has done a fantastic job.
Minnesota got to within 5. Fouls, strong.
Achilles, then there's no Sue Bird. You're moving facilities. I mean, the resilience of Seattle and the way that...
Alicia Clark, her first. Canada, what a reverse! But Jordan Canada is quick.
Well, Simone Augustus is the queen of the crossover, but Jordan Canada's got one of her own. Gets her with the head fake as if she's gonna take that little jump shot, and the hezzy gets her enough space and just has a Tito.
First foul on Jordan Canada. Collier double team, fights through it. On the bench, the starting guards for Minnesota having off nights. Canada goes lefty on smothering defense. Brown lost the ball, but that opened up the lane. Whitcomb. And then found Russell in her face. Talbot with the follow. Collier left open, makes them pay.
Tonight, and what she's trying to do will this team that much more impressive.
Collier dribbling through the lane, and then turning around. It's about a 1.5 seconds difference between the two clocks. Russell, Vegas, Washington and Connecticut just waiting to play in the shot clock. At 4, Zealous elevates, big.
So one-on-one can just find the rim, got a great mid-range pull-up. Add it again.
Yep. Talbot blocked by the Defensive Player of the Year, Natasha Howard. Third in the league in blocks this year. Whitcomb blocked from behind.
Nation game, and Vegas got some extra time to rest and some time to practice.
Dantas fouls. Russell just came back into the game. Sylvia left it short, but stuck with it. Down on the switch, guarded by Howard. Another lob in. Howard recovered to at least get close. Augustus, but Clark hustled to keep it alive. Jewel Lloyd. Puts it up.
Pretty sure that her wrist or hand area made contact with
Augustus also, as you mentioned, she is shaken up.
Right here, Simone's coming off of the screen, and oh, it might have actually been Syl. I'm not sure who got Augustus.
4 minutes to go. Fouls with the block. But then Jewel Lloyd, who is on the court.
A relentlessness from Seattle since the tip. They want it more, and this is the type of play from Jewel.
Robinson's play was key tonight, and she has not been very good. Time last year as a rookie. Jordan Canada with Los Angeles on Sunday. The first field goal for Minnesota in a long time. Dantas.
The ball well, but Jordan Canada's confidence has continued to build in her shot.
Coinciding with just one made field goal.
One of the things that stands out the most about Simone is she realized that you can't do it all yourself, and she stepped aside.
Stephanie Talbot hits from long range. But the Seattle Storm, weathering some storms. Minnesota got close, and every time Seattle pushed back, the Storm have won by 10. And